And we're back. Hi everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to the final hour of trading today. It's September the 21st. It's Tuesday. We have an hour to go before we're done for the day, and we are working off of a pretty ugly day yesterday. Although we have to say, in the last hour yesterday, we had a big recovery. At one point, down over 900 points, losing something around 600 odd, gained 300 back. This morning, we started off nicely with a nice 200 point pop, even 300 point pop at one point, but the Dow didn't hold it. We're now holding an 80 point gain, and that actually is an improvement in the last half hour where the Dow has been improving a bit. It looks like it was upside down a little bit and it came back into a positive mode. We have a 13.9 point gain on S&P 500, and we have a 96 point gain on NASDAQ. And that one, NASDAQ, is the best performing index, up 0.65 of a percentage point. So 2/3 of a percentage point gain on NASDAQ, 0.2 on the Dow, and 0.3 of 1% on S&P. Oil, been all over the place. It's up 22 cents at the moment at 70.51. Was under 70 this morning for a while, so we're kind of hanging around the 70 neighborhood. The oil experts keep saying going to 100 barrel if we get a cold winter. Get a cold winter. Well, a cold winter is January, February. This is September. Hello, we're not going anywhere in September. There's oil sloshing around everywhere, so I don't see where a big oil rush is coming from. With the slosh of oil we have now, going into the winter, we'd have to have all kinds of interruptions all over the place to have any kind of shortage. To me, I think this is poop. I don't believe it. Anyway, that's just me. Okay. Some of our favorite stocks that we're following here, and what a day on SPIR. Rocket Lab now down 40 cents. After I got off the air with you, we just briefly climbed into positive territory, went negative again. We've been between 14.29 and 15.09. We're trading at 14.40 on 1.8 million shares. We were trading millions and millions of shares last week. It's very quiet this week. So at the moment, down 41. SoFi is at its best levels of the day. It is sitting right now at 15.24, right around the high. 15.26, the absolute top at the moment. 12.1 million. We have had a wonderful move from just around 1 o'clock this afternoon. The stock started to go higher. Even at that 1 o'clock time frame, we were sitting at like 14.75. So we're not doing anything. Now it's just come on, and it looks like it just wants to keep going. It looks very good. I'm very happy to see SoFi making this move. Gamestop up a penny right now, up 15 cents right now. Just broke the positive level for the first time since this morning, just before 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's been a while. We were as low as 186. It's now 192.36, up 15 cents. 2 million volume on GameStop. Matterport, great day on Matterport. We're up 208 to 2205. We have 3.3 million volume traded. We've got the low of 2025, which was right on the opening. We haven't been there since. We've been just rolling along. Around 11:15, 11:30, we began to hit this kind of range we are at now, the 2180 range, and we've been as high as 2235. Now 2208, looking good on Matterport. 23andMe is better than it was this morning. It got down to 833 this morning. It's now 849. The high of the day was the opening trades around 870 or so. 849. We need 20 break even on the stock. 473,000 shares are totally capable of doing it. I just don't know if they're going to do it in the last hour. No news that I know of. Smart Rent down a penny. We were up all morning, except for a brief moment around 10:30. We were up. We got to 12.80. We got to 13.32. We're now at $13, and we are in effect down a penny or unchanged. So 455,000 on Smart Rent. SPIR. Now here's here's a stock. All right, SPIR. In the morning, this morning when we were following it, got down to this 13.50 range or so. Then within a half an hour of the opening, it was at 17.39. Came back to 15.40, went back up to 17.20, back to 16.20, up to 17.20, then all the way down to 13.91, about 2:15 this afternoon. Went all the way back and now we're at 15.28. And in the last 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, we've been as high as 16.70, and we're sitting at 15.28. So we've dropped $1.50 after having coming up almost $2. It's just all over the place. 11.4 million is getting press everywhere. The press that it's getting is not able to answer the question why the stock is doing what it's doing, other than really good vibes about the company and very good indications that the company's shares are being followed aggressively now by the folks at Wall Street Bets, Reddit, and a lot of other social media sites. So Spire is getting a lot of hype around it, a lot of talk around it. The takeover of Exact, Exact Earth last week, the Canadian company, is adding to the street cred of this company. No one refers to this as a SPAC stock that's being overhyped by anyone. It's now its own little company that is growing and is getting a lot of good coverage. And so, hey, are we complaining? I don't think so. We're up 237 at 15.32, even though we were almost $3 higher at one point today. I mean, what a crazy day. Unbelievable. The day isn't over. We're not done yet. ATIP sitting at 341, down 3.5 cents. The bargain continues there. So if you're picking this off, get it, forget it. Grab it, put it away, and just say, okay, thank you, I have it. I got a nice average here. Let's move on. Sexter up, 942, down 6 cents on the day. Volume on Sexter today, 256,000. Very quiet. Had a down day yesterday until the last half hour, and it popped up, won some kind of an award of some kind, gave it some momentum, had a momentous good start. Couldn't hold it, but we're down only 6 cents on the day. AMC down 71 cents, trying to recover from a low today of 37.65. That was around 11:30 this morning. It's now 39.58, still down 71 cents. Volume on AMC, 57.9 million. If this doesn't trade 100 million, it can't hold its pricing. There just seems to there's so much paper out there on AMC, so many millions of shares. It needs 100 million a day and more to move up. So not happening today from what I can see here. Robinhood, 42.30, up $1.60. Vanek Vectors up $1.93 to 266.34. Home Depot up 360 to 334.80. Steady, kind of all day's been doing it. IBM down 75 cents. The low of the day was hit just a while ago here. 133.01, now 133.56. Makes you wonder what's going on with IBM. The Dow is 76 points to the good. Microsoft up $2 today to 296.30. It's a $2 recovery. Yesterday, the shares did hit a low of what looks like about 290. They've come back $6, but they are not yet back to where they were last week in the 3 to 305 neighborhood. The stock had a real good shot last week. It had hit 300 before a few weeks ago, got under, it came back up again. Now it's down again, but it is trying to climb back. But Microsoft at 296.25 at the moment is down from last week's highs, hasn't recovered all of yesterday's losses, but has come up now $6 in the last hour trading yesterday and today's market here. If the Dow can give us a positive run between now and the close, if it finishes on a strong run, possibly $1 or more will come Microsoft's way, but we'll see if the bargain hunters are coming in here. Apple is up 99 cents. More and more reports coming out about the Apple 13 phone. Generally positive, but generally admitting that there's changes and they're okay. Earth-shattering? No, but it's a better phone. The story, though, is that if you're ordering the phone through Apple, the wait times are longer than what they were for the Apple 12. That's an indication that the phone is more popular than the 12 was. And analysts like that, which means the stocks will likely go higher. And at the moment, only up 95 cents or 99 cents, but still, the Apple stocks are higher. I noticed that yesterday, Apple reached a low of about 141.50 or so, now 143.93. So also a 250 recovery, but they were last week in the 148 neighborhood, even 149 last week. So they are down $5 a share still from last week's numbers. 51-point gain on the Dow, 10 on the S&P, 84 on NASDAQ at this moment. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Apple, Tesla up $10. Bed Bath Beyond up 22 cents. BlackBerry up 2 cents. Royal Caribbean up 39 cents. Goldman Sachs down $1.47 to 376.66. Not a terrible day or anything like that, but not a continued recovery like we saw this morning. We saw like a $4 gain on the right off the get go. Hasn't taken hold any further. Still trading at 6.92 times earnings, which means you still have time to take a nice long-term contract position on Goldman Sachs and ride a wave higher, I think. That's kind of where we're at on some of our faves. Watching the markets closely. SoFi is intriguing, 15.23 now, up 66 cents. I'm intrigued by this because the hope I have is that SoFi will give us a breakout. I'm waiting for a breakout, like a $2 pop to get us going. And 67 cents, we're on the verge here of just a little more, and this is a 4% gain now, a little more. GameStop now plus 1 penny, 192.22. Matterport 22.05 up 2.08. 23andMe down 18 cents, trying to come back. We're looking at Smart Rent down a penny, and SPIR 15.49 up 2.54. Question is, will it go up $1 from here between now and the close, or more, or down $1 or more? It's really an amazing volatile stock. I think the game plan for SPIR long term is a $20 range or better in any event, but this has been the most interesting pattern of trading here, to say the least. Anyway, there it is. We're watching. Other markets are higher, which is good to see. I'm noticing Toronto markets here. I've got my Toronto TV on over here, so I can see Toronto markets are higher. The federal election is over in Canada, and the Canadian dollar has recovered a little bit. We've got the Dow holding a 48-point gain. Unfortunately, nothing incredible. We're not getting a massive surge at the moment. We're holding a gain of 49, but it's not 249. Would be nice to see it in the last hour, but I don't know if it'll happen here. 83-point gain on NASDAQ, up 0.57 at 1%. There is where we are at. Questions, answers, anything I can help you with, I'll do the best I can. I try. Thank you, all of you, for hanging around. Those of you who are members, you know it. I love you. Thank you very much for being members and following this channel. You are the backbone that keeps this channel alive, and I love you. Those of you who are subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing to this channel. It's great. We love getting new subscribers here. But those of you who are just watching casually, please consider becoming a subscriber or becoming a member. We'd love to have you in either camp. And if you're a member, as of right now, we have gone member only on the live chat for members only. Please consider becoming a member, and you can send us chats, use the emojis, and have some fun with us because, there are never enough neat emojis out there to satisfy the market needs. Here's some from me to the market. Put some neat out there, and we'll see what happens. This always makes stocks go up. It's a fail-safe thing. If you really want the market to go up, become a member and hit the neat emojis. And away we go. Okay, there we go. 59. It looks like we're at 69-point gain on the Dow now. We just jumped about 20 points real quickly. 79-point gain, 12.8 on S&P, 93-point gain on NASDAQ. Nice to see that. Folks are asking me questions about all kinds of stuff, option writing and everything else. I'll do the best I can to try to answer some of these. And let's see what's going on. And here we go. I just like the stock was commenting here earlier. The SPIR movement. Why is SPIR doing what it's doing? The shares is due to a short squeeze going on. As Uncle Bruce mentioned this morning, the tradable float is, they say, around 2.7 million shares, and Wall Street Bets is picking up on it. And the question then is, I wonder if it'll hit $20. Sela is wondering. I've got 3,400 shares of SoFi, average 1533. Let's hope for a move here. Not today, but throughout the course of the week, maybe. Catherine Johnson is saying, "Hi, Bruce. I recently started aggressive option trading from watching your lessons and have been very successful with one exception. I bought Microsoft call options, strike price of 302.5. My average is $100.14 on a contract, I guess, and the contracts expire this Friday. 302 and a halves. Contracts are currently trading at a nickel. I'm down 10 grand. Yeah, this is not good. To be putting in that kind of cash into a contract so short a fuse, that is a little scary. And that's the problem with the clock. This is why option writers love option players, because option players sometimes buy contracts that are just too short in time. You probably didn't expect the stock to have a bad day yesterday when the market had a bad day, and boom, down it went. But this is why you have to go out. You have to pay the price, write fewer contracts, go further in time. Time is the one ally you can have, the one positive you can have on a contract that goes bad. And we were talking about this yesterday here with a number of stocks. Even when we were watching Matterport backing off yesterday, we were watching other stocks backing off. We were talking about the fact that we're sitting on January calls, February, March, April's, and a bad day like yesterday won't upset the apple cart in the long run. But if you're running contracts that expire this Friday, you're pushing your luck. Now, today is still only Tuesday, so you still have time, and your Microsoft is higher today. It's now, as a matter of fact, up 223 a share at 296.53. The problem is at 296.50-ish, you need $6 to get back to the money, and you're not getting that today. And if you have a good day tomorrow and gain $2 or $3, that's lovely, but that won't be enough either. 298 to 299 won't do it for you. Then you need a perfect day on Thursday and Friday to get out alive, and this is where you are up against it, no question about it. And I don't anticipate an announcement from Microsoft that will make anything like this happen. I wish there was. I'd love to see one. But a $2 gain on Microsoft is a good day. But yesterday's reaction from that 303, 304, 305 range all the way down to this 290 range does not help. I agree with that 110%. Not a good position to be in. Should I wait for the Fed meeting before I cut my losses? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. I don't know if the Fed meeting will help you once one way over. You're in at a nickel now. Okay, so you can just in your mind say, I've lost my 10 grand because it's worth nothing. What you need right now is continued upward movement of this stock. It had a great run yesterday evening in the last hour from 291 to like 295 or something like that. You now need $3 or $4 more today and tomorrow morning to have a chance to get out of this alive. And I'm hopeful, but I don't know if it's going to happen. John, I have 3,500 at 15.18, says Fergan. Let's go here. Where are we at here with other comments? They're Microsoft contracts. I got it. Yeah, I know you got Microsoft's, and Catherine, I'm hoping they come on for you. I really do. But you are really in trouble with this timing. This is terrible timing. I agree. Let's go. Bullcraft Max. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? Let's see. SoFi has some life left in it yet. Well, 15.24 up 66 cents. Sure looks a lot better than 14.50, doesn't it? It sure looks a lot better. I'd like to see that Rocket Lab get going too, though. SPIR. What is going on with SPIR? Well, we talked about it all day. Let's go here. And I'm in on SPIR at 10 a share. I just wish I had more, as usual. You never have enough of a winner. That's the way it is. I made so much trading SPIR and SoFi. Thank you, Bruce. Way to go, all hungry grizzly. Nicely done. And let's see, what else have we got? CEO of SoFi was on a popular YouTube show today. Cool. Let's see. I have a SoFi October $14 call. Moving nicely. Good. Going higher in the money. I like this. Yeah, great. Hey, Bruce, the last time shortly after you went off the air, SPIR shot up the same way. I see a pattern here. We need you on the air, though. There you go. Update the SPY call I bought because Uncle was reading my post 3 times this morning. Did not work out, but I'm a diamond handling through Power Hour. Okay. Hope you all looked into Bros when I bought it last week. Again, I get so many potential tips here. I just can only follow what I follow. Let's see what's going on here. More comments. Any more comments? Any more comments? Someone asked me about the spa yet. Have I made any friends at the spa? Last night was perfect. I went to the spa last night. It's open till 10 at night here, and got in there at about 8:30, and walked into the pool area, the huge pool in the spa. Nobody there, and I looked around on the floor, and the floor was dry, which told me that no one had been here for hours. So I was all alone. I was there for about 40 minutes, and I was just finishing up when a couple of guys came in, and I was just leaving, and it was perfect. I had it all to myself. You gotta love that. $1 million facility all to yourself. Indoor pool with the thing. I don't even use the pool. I just go into the hot tub, into the spa, and I'm getting loosened up and getting kinks out, getting ready for a good night's sleep. That's what I'm living for. And let's go. GameStop is green. What a time to be alive. Well, it's down 22 cents, but we'll hope for the best. 22.05 on Matterport. We're up 2.08. We're up 2.39 now on SPIR. 15.34. Going to wonder how that works out. Anyone selling Matterport today? Covered calls. What kind of prices are you all looking at for 22.50 October 15s? Let's see. My Royal Caribbean $70 January 22 puts are killing me. Well, the stock's got to drop. That's what it's got to do. Let's see here. Let's go. I sold a Matterport call at $25 call for October for $1.10 today. Let's see. I've sold Matterport cover call $25 for November for $2. Cool. Bringing in money. And I wrote on Friday, but I sold yesterday looking for more money. And let's go here. Let's see what else is going on. I sold a SPIR 25 for $1 on October during the run-up. But I love my Matterport 1250 January calls. I love those. The swings on SPIR are wild today. I totally agree with that. It's just nuts. I flipped SPIR calls twice today. Very good. Let's go. Thank you for joining. A Hungry Grizzly is a new member. How you doing? Thanks, buddy, for joining in. SPIR 1523 up 228 right now is where we're at. Looking at GameStop at 191.88, down 32 cents. Quiet day on our friends at GameStop today. SoFi up 65 cents to 1522. We're down 41 on Rocket Lab. We're up 212 on Matterport to 2209, and we're at 1523 on SPIR, up 228. What a day. The neat emojis are out. They're out. I love it. The knees are hanging out there. They're going to make the markets go higher. Let's see. What do you think about selling puts at $20? Selling puts at $20 on Matterport. Yeah, it's something to look at. Definitely $2 out of the money now. 2206. 1750s are also, consider them for longer term, but you can also look at 2250s for the next 6 months, perhaps. But yeah. Keep an eye, check them out, see what kind of premiums you can get. GM is asking, when selling for good profits, do you hold money back for taxes or roll all earnings to a new position and pull taxes for the end of the year? Each to his own. It's all your own call. I can't help you there. I'm not a tax advisor, and I'm not going to give you advice on that. Let's see. Dave, Catherine, Uncle Bruce says go super long, even if you ever buy contracts. At least 6 months out, hard lesson to learn. Started 3 wheels with SoFi. I actually hope it exercises. Scooped up more shares, 1462. Got to get the average down. And Auntie loves the wheel, says Michael. Bob sold 10 SPIR November 21, 12.5 calls at 360. I paid 80 cents for them. So nice little profit there. Very well done. Nicely done. A Matterport, let's company spy on you in your own house. There you go. Anyone looking to write in the money calls for Matterport? And let's see. The only popular YouTube show I know is this one. Oh, thank you for saying that. That's awful nice of you. I appreciate that. And let's see. Where are we at? I sold 3 contracts of SPIR and I made $1,500 today. Nice. And what's your reasonable price target for SPIR? Look, I don't have one to give you that is the end all be all. I'm just looking at where we are now and how this momentum is building. And I just see it going into the 20 neighborhood. That's where I just sense, but that's not the end of it. That's just this moment's take on how this is running. It's difficult to put this one, into a bottle here. It's very tough. I bought a couple of ATIP 250 options today, and that don't expire until 2024. Right on. Let's see. Just walked in the door. Hi, Uncle B, says Michael Downs. Welcome. And here you go. And if it exercises, let's see, what does it say? And if it exercises for cheaper price, then I start writing covered calls on it. I'm having too much fun with SPIR contracts, says NTPC. $15.35 right now is the price of SPIR. SoFi holding a 64-cent gain here. Rocket Lab down 46. We're at $15.20 in SoFi. GameStop still down 68 cents. The market, the Dow is up 89. Nice to see a little breakout here. We're up 15 on S&P. We're up 95 on the NASDAQ. The Dow just popped up to 93-point gain. But are we going to get in 34 minutes another 100-point gain at the end of the day? Bargain hunting again tonight? Is that possible? I don't know. I can't tell you. We'll just wait and watch. Microsoft up 199 to 296.29. IBM down 56 cents. Surprising that IBM is down on an update today across the board. All markets are up. IBM off 57 cents. I'm a bit puzzled by it. I don't understand it. Can't put my finger on it. But Apple is up $1.08. Microsoft up $1.85. That's where we're at on some of these stocks. What is going to happen here? I wonder. 15.30 on SPIR, up 235. Another good day. Matterport doing really well. 22.06. It is doing great, and I'm glad to see some of you pulling in some money on it from options. Thank you, you say. And now you let the time factor work its magic for you, and we'll play it by ear this Friday, next Friday, see what's going on. The U.S. Space Force unveils new uniforms and reminds people it still exists. The Space Force. Okay. Great. 15.27 on SPIR, up 232. Interesting. SoFi 15.22, up 65 cents. Go, baby, go. Yes, I wanted to jump in. I wanted to jump in SPIR last week, says AntiPC, but I think I was too late. Is it still too late for me to get in, Michael? What do you think? People asking questions, jumping into SPIR. Well, you can always write a put on SPIR. You can always do that. If you write 1250s, that might be an idea. Out of the money puts for 2 or 3 months. Maybe there's some premiums there. I don't know. Let's see. Michael is saying to AntiPC, I flipped SPIR contracts twice today already. And there you go. Well done, everybody. People are making money here. I love seeing this. Good stuff. 15.23 on SPIR. Volume today now is showing 11.6 million shares. It's had a great week from the 10 range to here for sure. Gotta love that. GameStop down 52 cents on a volume of 2.1 million shares, holding 191.39 after hitting a low today of 186 a share. Okay. And Rocket Lab still not performing at this point, 14.36. SoFi 15.20, hanging around, up 60 odd cents, 61, 62 cents. 22.03 on Matterport. Volume on Matterport today, 3.5 million. Doesn't take much to move it up a couple of bucks. I love this. 23andMe looks like it's trying to come back. We're only down 15 now. Down 15 on 498,000. 854 last trade on 23andMe. Smart Rent down only a penny. ATIP down 3.5. Sextera gone positive, up a penny, 950. It's come back from the low of the day of 930, so it's back up to a positive, a late run like yesterday. Vanek up $2, Home Depot at 436, IBM down 56 cents, the Dow up 105, Microsoft now up 220 to 296.50, Apple up 120, Tesla up 1089. That's where we got it. Where we've got it right now. There you are, kids. The latest movements on some of our faves. There you go. Henkel B. Roach on a tree. You think entering a position now in SPIR is FOMO? What does FOMO mean? Is it fear of missing out? I get, yeah, fear of, or a good buy. I have some Palantir. I could offload and pick up some SPIR, but I'm worried. I'm just a fool. Well, this has been tough. I mean, I've been delighted with SPIR's move. I mean, I'm thrilled. But I have to tell you, I did not call this. I mean, I did not call the stock to have in one day today alone a range from 1353 to 1836. I mean, who calls that? That is crazy. But it happened. Will it go back to 1836? I don't know. Maybe it will, but when? Is that tomorrow? A week from now? A month from now? Will it consolidate between 12 and 15 now? I don't know. Don't know what to say. So I can't tell you to get out of one into another. This is a call you have to make yourselves. The SPIR shares trading as heavy as they are on volume now, 11.6 million. I mean, this is obviously a sign that the story is spreading on the SPIR, awareness. But it isn't 50 million shares. It's 11 million shares. So it's good. And the movement is unbelievable. I mean, it's an unreal volatility. But it's not 50 million shares. And I'm kind of wondering just how this is going to settle in. It could be that tomorrow we're at $19, and we settle at 17, and then the day after we could be at 22 and settle at 20. It could, but I have no corporate news to give you that would justify that necessarily. I can only say that the company is liked, has been discovered. And I know, if you've been with me for a few months, you know for a fact that this stock was quiet. It wouldn't even trade 300,000 shares a day. It would trade 100 to 300,000 shares very quietly, not a lot going on. But then in the last 4 weeks, a lot has happened, along with the fact that we now know why the company wasn't talking. Remember, we didn't hear anything from these guys for a while. They were in the middle of takeover discussions, and those were top secret. Now the story is out, and the street's going, hey, look at this SPIR. They just picked off this company out of Canada. There could be other deals pending for all we know. And wouldn't that be terrific? Yeah, it would. But I'm going to guess that they're going to close the deal they're on right now. The lawyers are working overtime. The auditors are working overtime. They're doing all their due diligence to put the two together. After all, one is a Canadian company, one's American. They got to merge them in here into one machine. So they got work to do, the right kind of work to do. I like it. I just don't know if there's going to be a secondary acquisition in the next week or a month or so. I don't think so, because it's going to take several months to close this deal. But it sure gives SPIR street cred that a former SPAC merging with SPIR, now having a merger deal. We don't have any other of our SPACs to talk about like this. I mean, SoFi hasn't bought anybody since they've gone public. Matterport hasn't picked anybody up. ME hasn't done anything that we are aware of, and they've got 700, 800 million in cash. We haven't heard a peep out of ME yet. We're wondering when. SmartRent, they just went public with their deal. No other acquisitions planned. So SPIR is the one. I would have thought by now that ATIP would be an acquirer of companies, because in my understanding, ATIP with 900 plus physiotherapy centers out of 30,000 that exist, they have room to acquire other operations. But without a CEO and with the stock in going into turmoil right off the get-go here. Totally blew their initial release of their quarters, the 4 quarters financials, and all this stuff. I mean, total disaster. They gotta fix the C-suite first, and then they'll do deals. So SPIR is really showing us they got their act together, and they're also doing a beautiful thing, which is you've just added to SPIR's shareholder list all the shareholders of Exact Earth. Don't forget this one little thing. The minute they announced the Exact Earth acquisition, anyone that was a shareholder of Exact Earth at that moment of time now knew that they could become a shareholder of SPIR because the takeover deal was cash and a little bit of paper, 1/10 of a share. That automatically meant that if there were 2,000 shareholders at Exact Earth or 8,000 shareholders, it doesn't matter. They're all aware of who and what SPIR is all of a sudden, just like now. Here's another thing to think about. Anyone who bought Exact Earth in the last year and sold it now knows that the stock they used to own is being bought by these guys. That could be 1,000 shareholders that have come and gone. Now they're aware. They're going to double back and take a look at the SPIR deal, see what's going on. Did they make a mistake selling Exact Earth when they did? Did they make money or not? I don't know. The other thing that I think is happening is anyone who's buying and selling Exact Earth right now might also be becoming a shareholder of SPIR. And so there's a huge new following of new investors into SPIR that may not have known of them or couldn't have cared less about them until a week ago. Now they care. And with that interest, and the fact that the public float is very tight on SPIR, and the fact that Wall Street Bets and the Reddit crowd is talking about them, and they're being written up on Motley Fool and all these info investor sites, all these websites are all talking about it. You add all that up, and you have 11 million traded today, and still climbing. We're now at 11.6 million, and you've got a lot of buying coming in here. So the upside for SPIR looks good. The promo and awareness looks to be growing. The question is, though, is this it, or is there more to come? And I don't know. I did not expect the stock to do any of these unbelievable runs that they've had, and I'm wondering. I don't think we're done. I have a feeling we may not be done at all with these run-ups. And if there is a short squeeze going on, if there were any hedge funds out there or any investors who were trying to short this stock back when it was a SPAC, thinking that if it got to 11, I will short it to buy it back at 9 because SPACs always back off. The thinking was, got caught, and now the market is running. Maybe the squeeze continues. I have no idea if there's much of a squeeze on SPIR. I'm showing short squeeze interest of 700,000 shares, so I'm really not going to buy much into that. The official numbers, or the best I can tell you, is there's 133 million shares in existence. There's 104 million shares theoretically floating. I don't know if that's actually true. I don't know if out of all the shares at 104 are really available. I kind of wonder if it's less than 20 million. And hey, 11 million today, 11 million tomorrow, 11 million the day after that. This will go higher. Yeah, that's for sure. Because we don't have 600 million shares out here, 700 million shares, anything like that. We got a total of 133 million. That's it. So it's not that big a stock number held. But if the turnover stays high with daily volume, this can go a lot further. But you have to make your own call whether you do it or not and how you do it. Yeah, I'll wait, says NDPC. Yeah, all afternoon. Yeah, high of 18 in the morning, 13.15 all afternoon. Unbelievable. Lots of volatility. Might be a good call if it backs out. There's just so much to think about with this thing. This isn't one-dimensional. There's a lot of dimensions. I love the fact that, the more I think about it, they took over another public company. I love this because, you see, the other thing that has happened, I have not mentioned this. Not only do you make aware all the shareholders of the other company who you are by making this move, you also make yourself aware to all the brokerage firms and investment bankers and everyone else that follow the other company as well. All those people now know all about SPIR Global, and they know that one will own the other. They will now be a powerhouse unit, and this is the best way to enhance your investor relations knowledge on the street. You buy another publicly traded company, get all their momentum and all their followers. This I like. This is why I like this deal. It isn't just the deal itself. It's everything all around it. It's fantastic. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe write a straddle. Let's see. Here, happy birthday to me. Thank you. Happy birthday, Uncle Bruce. Tomorrow's the day. Dentist tomorrow afternoon. And you see, I got inspired calls at 15 strike this morning, and the trend worries me, thinking getting out to be alive. There you go. It's tomorrow. Wait, I'm not giving financial advice, laughing out loud. Let's see here. I should have bought that SoFi, that SPIR at $9. Is killing me. SPIR is moving because of low float and really high redemption rate. Nothing much to do with the company fundamentals. There's a lot going on there. I'm surprised you got in at 15, Fendel. I think of you as a Jedi. And buying SPIR shares during this kind of activity, just asking to hold bags. Let's see what else. Let's go here. Let's go. I do like the company fundamentals, though. And let's see. Well, my name is Jonas. Well, I sold SPIR at $17.40 with a $70 gain, and I'm not looking back. In my opinion, this is a Wall Street Bets pump and dump, and it's going way too fast for that stock. Look at Matterport. That is steady. And anything, I'm not saying SPIR isn't a good stock. Looking to get back in, but I think it'll come back. Everyone has their opinion. And let's see. Let's see here. What else is going on here? Yeah, I'm not hearing a peep out of ME. That means something's brewing. And that could well be exactly what's happening at ME. There is nothing being said by anybody, and they're sitting on a mountain of money. A mountain of money. Now, we'll see what happens. Where are we at now? Down 277 on GameStop. Rocket Lab down 38. We're up 68 now on SoFi to 1524. Matterport 2208. Smart Rand up 12. And SPIR at 1476, up $1.80. The Dow is up 103. S&P up 17. NASDAQ up 93 points. IBM down 58 cents. Microsoft holding $1.92, but not going anywhere. That's where we're at right here. We are in the 17 minutes before we're done on this day. What else? Uncle Bruce, Joshua was asking me, Uncle Bruce, some people on Reddit think if people transfer some of their shares of GameStop to CompuShare instead of a broker, it will show that more shares are owned than exist in the float. Any truth to this? No idea. This I have no idea how that works. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, can't help you. Let's go. Home is where the bagel is. There you go. Let's see. I bought Matterport at 11, and I'm not selling. I'm up 108%. SoFi broke through 1525, 1522 again at the moment. And 700,000 shares of a 2.7 million public float, says Michael. Let's see. Yeah, my SPIR October 15 has been a roller coaster. I bet you it has. I kind of wish that SPIR was a whale right now. Let's see. Let's go. Okay. Happy early birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you. And let's see. Look here, and let's go. I bought 25 ATIP shares, reaching 300. Right on, Robert. Way to go. Kind of caught up there. 15.21 on SoFi, up 64. We're still down 33 on Rocket Lab. Gamestop down 222. Matterport up 209. Coming into the closing bell here, 15 minutes away. ME still down 17. SPIR just under $15 a share. That's the deal. The Dow is backing off, only up 66 points. It's not closing with a big rush right now. We're up 11 on S&P, up 77 on Nasdaq. So we're not getting a big push on the markets coming into the final minutes, and which will make us wonder how it opens tomorrow. We'll see what it's going to bring us here. Hi, says Vapor Rub. Should I do something with my SPIR February 18, 22 $10 calls to squeeze more out of them right now? Should I do anything with these? No. I think you just sit on them. You got till February, and I think you're going to see $20 a share in not too distant future, and I think you're going to have a lovely little return here. So just sit tight and let this market play out. Anti would have paid off. Imagine your little gun shy. It's pricey drops. About 2018. Orion, Uncle Bruce, I will keep buying SoFi shares. What should I do when it goes to 20? Well, we'll start looking at write options. We'll talk about writing option contracts when it gets to 20. You'll start bringing in money on your stock. Hopefully you'll have 100 or more. And away we go. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's the game plan. I think get the $20 on these guys and start making them make you money. Rocket Lab is 1448. We need 550 here. SoFi 1520. We need 480 more there. Matterport 2204. We're writing calls now. ME, we got to get an 1150 go here. Smart Rent, we need 680. SPIR, we need $5 more. Come on, SPIR, you can do it. ATIP, we need management. Cyxtera, we need a $10 move here, and then we'll be writing contracts. Now you're writing options on all 8 SPACs, plus you're writing contracts on GameStop. You're writing contracts on Apple. You're writing contracts. Poor man covered calls on Goldman Sachs. Poor man covered calls on Microsoft. All kinds of opportunities here to enhance your portfolio's revenues and make some money. Good markets, bad markets, high days, low days. Writing put contracts as well. Another way to make money. Absolutely. Anyway, there you go. We got work to do. I'm throwing down $680 on 10 SPIR $15 calls November. It's probably the most efficient use of 680 I've ever done in my life. Well, I hope it works out. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, any reason why premiums are low on puts, like on Matterport? Is it low interest, something with market makers? Karim, it could be just that it's so early in the game, or it is that Matterport is not being perceived as a volatile up and down company. It's a steady a company that's just undervalued and will reach a fair valuation as their earnings keep growing and their contracts and their all the deals they're making keep growing out. And so the puts don't have a lot of a premium at this point because the thinking isn't that it's going to $50 a share in a week. It's a slow, steady climber from here. Maybe that's it. That might be all there is to it. Or because Matterport has only been public now a couple of months, there just isn't enough of a following on the puts on this stock. But once the shares reach a higher level, the puts likely will get more of a level. I don't know. I mean, I'm throwing it out there like you are. I'm same thing. I don't know. Uncle Bruce, I know you don't follow LCID, Lucid, General Covered Call Question. And I don't have a question here. Roach, so I noticed that at 250, we always see a big spike in volume on many of our favorite stocks. What do you think this is? This is probably floor traders evening out the books, possibly. It could be that with 10 minutes to go, there are buy orders that are in there at limit and sell orders that are in there at a limit price. And with 10 minutes to go, they become market orders. And then the floor trader tries to match up trades to get it looked after, and that's a spike in volume. That could be it. I'm not saying it is it, but I'm saying it could be it. All right. Yeah, the dog of the Dow, the IBM, is down another day. Down another dollar. IBM sitting at down $1.02. Market is only up 23 points. The Dow only up 23. Microsoft only up $1. It did not get the bump tonight that it needed to really have a shot at recovering here. Drop, Robert. Considering I'm well over 40% or more on up or more on all these stocks, yeah, I'm doing okay. Nice. Yeah, day traders closing out positions. That's very likely what's going on here. Chris Savage. I've been buying SoFi 15 and 1750 calls on the dip and have lots of 22 fives, 22 and a halves, over 50 contracts, all for January. Uncle Bruce also buying CYXT 10s and 12 and a halves for cheap. I need to be rich with 3 kids. I better be. There you go. All right, on. Pick them off and sit on them and just wait for the run. You just need one day where you get a $3 run and look out. Here we go. AB, how did you get that cheap? I see the bid ask is $220, $260 now. 10 contracts would cost $2,000 plus. He must have bought them earlier. AB, very interesting. Thanks. JC, Uncle Bruce, if I bought a naked call for SPIR with a strike price of $12.50, could I buy the 100 shares at $12.50 before the expiry date? Anytime you want. Yeah, you can buy the call today and exercise them tomorrow if you want. It's just that you have to pay the premium on your contract, and then you pay $12.50 for the stock. And my hunch is that you're paying more than the 13.16 or whatever it's trading at, 15.17 is trading at. But sure. Anyway, come on, Backbone Gang, get those thumbs up for Uncle Bruce. Fenneville, I bought them 3 months ago. That's why. That's a good move you made 3 months ago. Right on. Thank you, everybody, for helping out with the thumbs up. We got 173 thumbs ups. I'm going to throw in some neat emojis to see if we can get some more thumbs ups in here and get this market going up in the last 8 minutes. We need all the help we can get here with this market. Thank you for the 180 thumbs ups. Now we got 180 going. We're going to hit 200 here in a minute. The neat emojis will just cause all kinds of thumbs ups to appear magically. It works every time. 186 now. Look at that. 186, 191. Look at that. Watch them go. It's going to be 200 thumbs ups in just a sec. Watch this. 197. A couple more knees. Here we go. 197. We're going to hit 200 right here. Here it comes. Booyah. 199. Look at that. Oh, it's exciting. Neat. 203 thumbs up. Boom. Just like butter. Hot knife through soft butter, and immediately the thumbs ups magically break 200. It's incredible. Of course, I used to do 10,000 thumbs up when we really watched with the GameStop stuff, but it is what it is. It's all okay. Does anyone have an opinion on EVgo? Maybe even experience with their service. It's a large, if not the largest public service vehicle fast charging network merged from a SPAC. I don't have any hands-on experience with it. Hey, Uncle B, my Matterport bid didn't get to me. Should I force it or wait for the opening? You're trying to write. Are you trying to write a call? Is that what you're doing? Or no, you're trying to buy. You're trying to buy a call. Is that what you're doing? I'm not sure what's happening here. Matterport 2198 up 201. So I'm not sure. You always wait down. If you're a buyer, you buy low. If you're a seller, you sell at the high. So stay at the low end of the bid ask and stay at the high end of the bid ask, depending on whether you're a buyer or seller. Do not chase anything ever. Okay. Let's hope this works out. Okay. Look at all those new emojis. We got 218 thumbs up, 222 thumbs up, 236 thumbs up. Look at that. I love it. Okay, Uncle Rose, I know you don't follow LCI. I know that. But a general question, I wrote 5 $35 contracts for 2023. Mistake. I wanted to write 2022s. But I didn't notice it until it ran, and now they are 100% more now. What should I do? LCID is $27. I think you do nothing because the reality is that the stock is at 27, but they are still $8 out of the money. Whatever you receive for the contracts is pure time premium. You're kind of going to have to hold them for a while, but I would hold them for a while. I would just wait it out and let the time just over time help you out. Now, obviously, if the shares have a little back off into the 24 level, 22 level, you can get out pretty well with your life or a lot closer to it. But yeah, right now you haven't got a lot of choice there. Please tell us you didn't put buzzer and easy buttons in storage. You didn't do that, did you? I did. Yeah, I did during the story. Don't chase it, Nicholas. Marco, hi, Uncle Bruce. I sold 8 CCs. I'm going to guess you sold 8 covered calls on Matterport October 15 strike, $25 contracts at 108 each. And then I sold 6 SPIR October 15 20s at 130. I'd call that a good day. Thank you. There you go. All right. So Matterport, a $25 Matterport contracts for $1.08. Thank you. There's $860 odd coming in. And 6 SPIR 20s with the stock at $15, getting $1.30. There you go. And these contracts have only 3 or 4 weeks to live. Nice. Out of the money, bringing in this money. Yeah, I like it. I'm nice. I've learned that lesson, says Michael. AB, can't remember if it was 3 months ago, but bought it when it was a SPAC still too. Nicholas, Michael, I knew the answer as soon as I hit send. I knew it. Carter Cole, Bruce, here's $2 for you. I literally built the original EVGO website. Rock and roll, man. There you go. Michael, laughing out loud. My name is Jonas. No way, Carter. Is that true? I'm a senior front tender myself. Nice. The markets are walking on eggshells. We have 4 minutes to go. Dow went red, and we are back positive, +3 on the Dow. So there you go. Rocket Lab down 24. It's coming back a bit. SoFi is holding a 58-cent gain. GameStop down $3. Matterport holding a $1.90 right now. ME down only 19 cents. I'd like to see it pop up here. Smart Rent down 4. SPIR up 230 to 1524, popping up a little bit here. ATIP down a nickel. Cyxtera up 1 penny. IBM down $1.19. The Dow now down 4 points. Microsoft only up 92 cents. Apple up 70. Tesla up 961. So we're not getting a big pop at the end of the day here, kids. Not on the markets, the big markets. Certain stocks, yes. SPIR in particular, looking a little better here in the last 15 minutes now. 15.25 at the moment, up 230 a share. All right. Uncle Bruce, I know you don't follow LCID. A general question. I sold 2 covered calls for October 15/30, and I'm down 250. Stock's been rising on high volume. Don't you think stock is worth 30 by October 15? Hold until expire or buy back. I would not do anything. I just wait it out. Just tough it out. Just wait. Right now, you need to do nothing. If the stock takes a pop, and these October 15s are expiring this October 15, then in a week or so, or 2 weeks, you'll do a rollover, and you'll buy these 30s back, and you'll write 35s further out, and you'll bring in a big pot of money, and that'll hopefully bring in more money than the other calls that you're down on, and then you can buy them back and get out alive. Maybe you can do that. There's ways, Rudy. There's ways. Did you write put contracts or covered calls? Warren, I still can't believe I bought SPIR. Credit. Same here. Sold 2 Matterport $25 covered calls for October, and I got $240. I used that money to buy 1 SoFi $15 January call and another SoFi $17.50 January call. Then it popped. I love writing calls. There you go. Nice going, Credit Savage. Way to go, you guys. You're figuring it out. Hungry Grizzly. Patience is the most sought after commodity, but also the least understood and very difficult to deliver on. If you have to deliver it, it's tough to deliver patience, but you must. SoFi holding a 62-cent gain. The Dow down 12 points. S&P up 1.6. NASDAQ up 48. SoFi 15.18. GameStop still down $3. We are a minute away here. Matterport up to 21.85, down 188. We got a 215 gain on SPIR here at 15.10 right now. IBM down $1.24. Microsoft up 79 cents. That's where we're at, guys. Down 36 on Rocket Lab. No happiness there today. SoFi 59-cent gain. We are coming into the bells right now. Let's see. Credit Savage. I wrote 2 $35 covered calls for 2023. Wow, that's amazing. Matterport 21.84 up 187. SPIR 15.14 up 219. The bells got to be going here real soon. Getting ready to watch the bells. There it is. They're clapping on the markets. The bells are going. Larry, as always, Showing off the bells and the clapping. You got it, man. There it is. And there you have it. Our day is done today. Another fun day on North. Okay, I'll see you. Wait a minute. I'll just wrap it up. What can I say? A 28-point loss on the Dow after a good start, a 300-point gain at one point, but it couldn't hold it. A couple of false rallies, but it looks like we had the 2 steps down, 1 step up, 2 steps down, 1 step up routine on the Dow going into the close. After the open, we had a nice up, and then it was just doing that ever since. But we did not get blown away with another ugly day today. That did not happen. And now more consolidation will take place. More analysis will take place with respect to what's going on in China. We'll see what's going on. Where's Larry when you need him? Michael is hitting the bells too. Credit, Uncle Bruce, CYXT has been where it is. What calls do you recommend buying? I like the $10 January calls. Well, yeah, okay. CYXT sitting at 946. Yeah, I mean, 10's good plan. January's or further out if you can go further out even, but still. Farragon, never mind. Damn, didn't think he was here. Michael, not trying to steal your job, bro. Seek and you shall find. Rudy, credit, how much did you get as a premium on those 2 contracts? Just wondering how much you're down dollar-wise. Larry, I did sneak into class late today. Michael Downs, up 15%. I'll take it. My name is Jonas Chris Savage, Credit Coach. I cannot recommend those calls. I speak from experience. There you go. Right on, kids. Let's see what we're doing on the aftermarket. SPIR aftermarket closed at 1520, and we've had 276 officially go through the system, but it's showing 1476. I don't think that's a real quote. That might be an off trade. That might be an incorrect transaction. The Dow final number looks like a 47.9 point drop. S&P down 3.5 points. NASDAQ with a gain of 32.4. That's where we think we end up here. Oh boy. Oh, long days. Well, we'll see what happens here. Okay. Other stocks elsewhere. Rocket Lab aftermarket, nothing going on. We've got SoFi at 15.12 down to nickel. Gamestop closed down 250 on the day, is now up 20 cents in the aftermarket. Matterport unchanged in the aftermarket. ME 852 final trade, no aftermarket trading yet. SmartRent, no aftermarket trading, closed at 12.98, down 3 cents. SPIR still showing 14.76. We'll wait for that a bit. ATIP 340 up a half a penny. Not a lot to get excited about here. Nothing else extra. So there you go. IBM down 144 on the day, up a dime in the aftermarket. Microsoft gained only 50 cents today. That's all it gained today, 50 cents, down a dime in the aftermarket. So Microsoft has some work to do if it's going to come anywhere near 302.50. It's got serious work to do. And there you have it, guys. Goldman Sachs closing at 375.67, down 246, up 17 in the aftermarket, 17 cents. Not a lot to get excited about there. And there it is. That's our day. That's how it went here, guys. A very interesting day today. Yesterday was an incredibly interesting day. Lots going on. We'll see how this all wants to play out. The Credit Savage says, I got $2,000 premium for 5 contracts. They are now almost 100% more, almost $4,000. Wondering if I should buy them back and just write calls to offset the cost. I got 2 premium for 5 contracts. Are we talking about put contracts? I'm not sure what this is about. Credit, it was a total mistake writing them. As I went back to cancel, they were bought. Totally all on me, says Credit Savage. And there you go. Let's see what I mean. Yesterday was a good buy the dip day. Warren, do you have a new list of stocks, SPACs, to start looking at to buy? Not yet. I don't have a new list of SPACs. I am being very careful with SPACs right now because the SEC made life very difficult for the last group, and they're making life difficult for the current group. And I need to see the right deal with the right kind of backing from Wall Street on pipe financing. I want to see some serious pipe financing on deals. I don't want I don't want a situation where I recommend to you a list of SPACs I think I like, then find out that when the deal goes through at the takeover, the SPACs are sitting at 950, 980, 1020, whatever. And then find out after the fact that half of all the stocks that were sold into the market were indeed redeemed back to the SPAC for cash. And then they don't have 500 million; they only have 300 million. I don't want that kind of an arrangement. So I want a pipe financing that shows me that the company raised double the amount of money. Oh, excuse me. The deal raised double the amount of money that the SPAC raised. So if the SPAC raises 300 million, but the pipe raises 600 million, then the SPAC has to give back 150 million. We are still talking 750 million of cash. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for a deal that is going to be well financed. I don't want to see. I don't want to get into a SPAC with you guys. For you guys, I want you to get into something where, oh, they raised 350 million on the SPAC and 150 million on pipe, but then 200 million was given back on the SPAC. No. I don't want to go from 450 to 250 or whatever that is. No, I don't need to see that kind of crap. So that's why I'm being careful. DraftKings can't help but be reminded of the 2008 market drop that wiped out 50% of my grandmother's savings. Credit the way things are going, I'm going to have to start an OnlyFans page just to buy back those covered calls I sold by mistake. Gregory Edward has become the newest, greatest, latest, most fantastic member of this channel right here. Gregory, welcome to the club, the gang, the following, the enigma that is Stock Markets with Bruce. I send cheers and greetings to you wherever you live, and I encourage you to find 10 others to join in right behind you. There you go. Thank you very much. That's awful darn good. Gregory, you now get to use the neat emojis like the rest of us. Uncle Bruce, I made a huge mistake, and I let my AMC $50 September 24 September 21 go from a $500 gain to a 95% loss. I was traveling and not paying close enough attention, and I don't use stops. So what did you do? What did you have? You had what, a $50 call that expires on the 24th. And I see. So you were up $500 on the call. And well, now that I'm sorry to say, and you already know this, that's the price you pay for not paying attention. Of course, this is why in my day, if you had a stockbroker, the broker would track you down. The broker would call your office and find out, oh, he's on holidays. I don't know, I can't tell you where he is. That's all right. Don't worry. I have contacts. And so then I would then find your brother, your mother, I'd find someone who knows you personally, and they tell me where you are. Yeah, they're in Cancun at the blah 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 hotel. I'd call the hotel. I'd get your room. I'd leave a message on your phone. But that's what your stockbroker used to do. But you don't have a stockbroker, and so there you go. I'm sorry that you're losing this money, but I'm glad to see you're not losing $500,000. So well done, Drew. Welcome, Gregory. AB, if you plan to write calls when something spikes, okay, and then buy them back later, okay, do you do it on the furthest date and nearest money to collect the most premium, or what? Oh, okay. So you're seeing something spike. You want to catch a contract that's going to really drop. That's what you're looking for, right? So if you write long calls with way out of the money prices, you're not gonna see much happen because it's such a shock absorber way out there. That's why I tell you to buy long-term calls. So if you're a writer, let's say GameStop goes up $30 in 5 minutes tomorrow morning, right away, no reason why. You would write Friday calls that expire this Friday at at the price of the calls, or 5 out of the money, or 10 out of the money, but maybe at the money. And then you would sit back and watch the stock drop today or tomorrow, I guess tomorrow and Friday, trying to score it back. Or you'd write a week out, and you would write a week out $10 out of the money, and hope that the rise has kind of been had, and you've got 5 days, 6 days for that thing to froth down a little bit, and then scoop. Or you'd write 2 weeks out, 20 out of the money, so you still got cushion here in case it goes more. But if it goes a little higher and it slumps the next week, you got that 2 week contract that's now a 1 week contract. You wait a little longer, it's not gonna. It's a 5 day contract, a 3 day contract. If it's out of the money, it might go from 12 to 3 in 4 or 5 or 6 days, or in 2 days. Way to go. Yeah, could be done. Could be done. Welcome, Gregory. Welcome, Gregory. Let's make some cash. Bruce, do you have any photos of how you looked in your broker days? I do, but I don't share them. Welcome, Gregory. Welcome, Gregory. Oh, I might have something for you. Hang on a second. Let me see if I got something. Just hang on. While I'm looking, you can hit the thumbs up. Just saying. Let me just take a look here at what I'm trying to think of something here. Oh, I don't think I have it. I thought I might have something here that might have shown something from the past. I'm just going to take another peek now. No, I don't have it. Nope, I don't. Sorry, kids. No, I thought I had something in the recent time frame that might have given you something from way back when. There was a day where Jen and I were going over our books, all the textbooks and novels and stuff we had, and we were doing the old let's get rid of stuff thing, the cleansing, and we were doing the cleansing. And I came across a photo that was inside a big textbook, which I was saving anyway, of me from way back. And I thought I took a photo of the photo that I could now show you, but I don't have it. I'm just looking here for some other photos. Just you give me thumbs ups in the meantime. Let me just see what's going on. Giving the guy thumbs ups while he's looking at his phone for photos. What a gig this is. Smart, Bruce. Really smart. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Going back in time. Time. Yeah. Right. What's this right here? I found something here that I'm going to check out. Here we are. Oh yeah, here's something for you. This isn't that old. This is only like, this would be maybe, I think this was December 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. This is me riding a. This is me riding a one of those scooters in Los Angeles. That's not working here. There we go. There I am. That's me riding a scooter in near Santa Monica, like near Venice Beach. There I am. Look at that. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's your Uncle Bruce right there on a scooter. Not bad, eh? And we've enhanced the photograph to show me, as a long person. It's really cool technology. Uh, Fooling him every time. The 4'8", 4'8" guy. Uh, it's incredible how we do that. It's really amazing. But I went out for a day with my daughter. She took me out. We rented a couple of these scooters. It was kind of fun. See if I have anything else here I can show you. In the meantime, just give me some thumbs up. Let's see. What else can I do here? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what this is right here. My other channel, Traveling with Bruce, right? Uh, let's see. Where was that? Is that here by chance? Uh, yeah. Okay. Here's a video. This was huge. This was huge in my house. I'm not kidding. This was huge. Just bear with me one moment here. This moment, I videotaped this, and it was huge. This was a major moment, a major accomplishment. This was my subscriber count for Traveling with Bruce, and I videotaped. I recorded this. I'm not sure if it's working. Hang on. Let me touch it. Will that move it? Hang on. Come on, man. There it goes. Look at this. This was huge. This is the live count on my subscriber. Look at that. 1,000 subscribers on Traveling with Bruce. That was in 2018. That's my thumb from 2018. You want to see what I looked like when I was younger? That was a big deal. That was a big, big deal. 1,000 subscribers took. That took until that started in August, and that happened in February of 2018. That was work like you cannot believe, to start the first channel and get to 1,000 subscribers. I was jacked about that, I'll tell you. And the hope was that I would become monetized, because YouTube had changed the rules. They used to monetize you if you had 10,000 views, you get monetized. Then they changed it. You had to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And I had the watch time in time, but I didn't have 1,000 subscribers until the day after. I missed the cutoff by one day. I thought I had made it, but I missed it by one day. And so it took 3 more months to get monetized. I was so upset. But thankfully, on the other channel and on this channel, I had such a loyal group of followers that by the time I did get monetized, I was up to 1,800 subscribers. I was getting these donations from people saying, don't stop, just keep going, just keep going. And they were donating more money to me on donations than I would have made on ad revenue. It was amazing. It was just amazing. So it was all good. But that first 1,000 subscribers, that was a big one. That was huge. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, everybody. Lots of fun. 4'8" on a scooter. There you go. 4'8". What can I say? Is that scooter for infants? You see, that's the trick. You see, one-handed. See, there you go. So, what can I say? So, Uncle Bruce. So let me get this straight. The price spikes. You write a call slightly out of the money for that week or next, then buy on the pullback. Most efficient way to rack up premiums. That's one way to do it. Even without a price spike, you take a look at like Gamestop, trading at let's say it's trading at $200. Nice round number. Trading at 200, and it's a Tuesday. You could write a 200 for Friday and take a chance that it'll stay under 200. You could take a chance and write a 200 for the next Friday or even the next Friday and take as much premium as you can on an at the money call. But you got to have a trigger finger. You got to be ready to roll. Now, you know that if you're wrong and the stock goes up to 215 on you, you can always roll it. You can always do that because you've only written a contract that's 1 or 2 or 3 weeks old. So fearlessly, you can write a 200 and watch the contract shrink in the last 15 days of its life, trading days, 3 5-day segments, or there might be 12 days left in the contract's life. So you're trying to score as much of the 12-day depreciation as you can if the stock stays at 200. Now, if you can get, say, on the GameStop, let's say you can get $10 a share for a 3-week contract at the money, like at the money it's trading at. $12 a share comes to you. All right. So, okay. So did I say that? 12. So yeah, let's say you got $12. But the stock goes up $5 in a week and a half. So it has a week and a half to go, the contract. You're 5 in the money, trading at 205. You got a $200 call contract, but there's only a week and a half to go. You got 12 for it. It won't be trading at 12 now. It's 5 in the money, yes, but it's only got a week and a half of life left. It might only be trading at 9 or 10. Now, another couple of days goes by and it's trading at 205. It might be trading now at 8 or 9. If it goes to 206, but there's only 3 days left to go, it might only be trading at 8 or 9 as well. If it trades at 204 on the Thursday, the day before, it'll be worth $6. You've made $6. Even though the stock went up on you, you still made money. But even if the shares went up to 210 and there's 1 day left to go, they're going to be trading at 11 or 12, which is what you sold them for. So you're always looking for a contract that you can get a good premium on with 2 weeks to go, where there's the maximum shrinkage, time shrinkage. And even if you're incorrect and the shares do rise on you, you could still make money on the deal, or at worst break even, or you do a rollover. Because if the shares go to 215 with a day to go, you can just buy back your 210, your $200 call for that price. You got to pay for it, and write a new 215 contract for 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, 6 weeks out, bringing in more money than you're paying for the contract you're buying back. A rollover. And you're looking for a plateau on the stock. You're looking for a pullback on the stock. And if you get it, it goes back to 205. 3 days later, that 220 contract you wrote or whatever you wrote will give up a bunch of that premium that you just hauled in. And of course, it has a month to go, 5 weeks to go. It's losing time too. You will in the end win. If you're long the stock, what do you care? You're happy it's 215 instead of 200. You're up $15 a share on your stock. But if you can roll over contracts and keep going forward and forward and forward to stay ahead of the move, you're always raising your exercise price and you're always bringing in your premium ready. Sooner or later, the stock will plateau. It'll back off a little bit. Some profit taking will come in. It always does. And that's where you pounce to buy back your calls at a cheaper price, or you just wait them out. You just go, no, I'm not buying them back. They got 4 weeks to go and I'm $8 out of the money. I'm 15 out of the money. I'm 20 out of the money. I'm not buying them back. I'm waiting another 2 weeks, because in the next 2 weeks, these calls, I may have sold them at 20. They're now at 12. They're going to go to 4, and I want the other $8. Fair enough. Play that game too. In the meantime, your stock is still higher than it was a month ago. So you're happy because you're richer. How about that? Oh yeah, I'd like that. I hope you like that. What do we say, Uncle Bruce? What moves do you suggest on SPIR now? Perhaps an at-the-money call 6 months to a year out from now? What do you think about SPIR? Well, I closed at, it's trading now at 15.28. I'm not sure if this is accurate. Let me try to get this to work a little better here. Hang on a second. Just my machine is freezing up. Here we go. SPIR. 15.28 right now. Okay. So we closed at 15.27. We're trading at 15.20. What do you do now? Well, on SPIR, you don't hold stock. You don't hold contracts. Well, you could either buy the stock and write options, but I wouldn't do that right now. But you could write a put on the stock. If you think it's going to go higher, if you feel the shares can go higher from here, which I do, maybe you want to write $15 put contracts that are good for a couple of months. Maybe that's the way to do it. Let me take a look at SPIRs. Uh-oh. May have blown my thing up. No, I got it. Here we are. I'm okay. Okay. Let's go here. And let's go there. Oops, let's go there. See if we get this to work. My options is not working. I don't know why. My option chain is not showing up. So I can't tell you what to do. But my guess is that if you were to write SPIR put contracts, even at $15 for say the next 6 months, So you're looking to write maybe February's, March's, something like that. If you can get a decent premium, let's say you can get 350. I'm just going to guess. I don't know if it's true or not. But if you could get 350 for a SPIR put contract that's 15 for next March or something like that, you're going to pay or willing to pay net 1150 for the stock. It's all premium, you see, because the stock's at $15 So it's all time premium. Now, if the shares stay where they are, go higher, you keep all 350 if you write it to the end. I don't suggest you do that. I suggest that if the contracts drop in value because the stock is rising as the time is shrinking, you buy it back for $1 and take 250. Now, you might buy them back for $1, and then you're going to write brand new puts for 6 months out again. But they might be 15s, they might not be 15s. It all depends where the market is. But if the shares go up to 16, 16 and a half, and you buy your puts back for $1, you write new puts for 6 months out, you might write 1750s because you're still thinking it's going to go higher than $16 a share. So you write 1750s, bring in maybe $3.50, $4, and take that premium and wait for and look for the depreciation of the contract of time and maybe an up move on the stock to buy them back for $2 more, $2 less than what you sold them for. Another $2 gain. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a possibility. Rather than buy the stock, write options, buy call options, try to go long. Because if you're going to buy call options on any of these stocks, like SPIR or anything else, you're trying to outguess the market. You're trying to outdo the time depreciation. You're asking the stock to give you more than just a $1 move to make a buck. That's the problem with contracts. You make more money on an up contract. Absolutely. Those of you who have these contracts, you have these $10 SPIRs, you know the kind of money you can make with a $10 call contract now. Yes, you do. Especially when they were 18 earlier today. But those of you who have $10 Matterport contracts, you know how well you can do on these. The problem is, though, that Matterport has had to go up more than $1 for you to make $1, but you have the leverage as the other side. Okay. Well, writing puts, like the Rocket Lab we keep talking about, if you're going to write Rocket Lab January puts and bring in $9 a contract for a put contract that's got a $5 book value. Right now it's got a $5.50 book value. You might get $9.50 for that contract. You can bring in $9.50 on a put contract, which is $5.50 in money. That's $4 premium. So of course, if the shares go up to $20 each, that's a $5.50 move. You make $9.50 instead of $5.50. You get the time premium as well as the capital gain. Nice. So there's another option that you can get, another choice you have, another idea you can go with. Rudy, you got to think about it and decide which way you want to play this. It would have been funny if I'd have crashed. Yeah, if I'd have crashed, I wouldn't show it to you. Surprise! I wouldn't show it to you. I want to see a broker picture. If I can find one, I'll let you know. But we'll see what happens. Oh man, the last $15 put on SPIR for February was $6.70. Let's see. Yeah, we're kind of coming to the end of it here. People talk to each other. It's all good. Right up, SPIR. Is it moving up? I don't know. Is it higher? Like it to go higher. It'd be great if it would. SPIR 1580. Yay! 1580. A little better. We'll take it. Hi, Bruce. A few months back, I bought $25 SoFi calls that expire January. They've taken a pretty big hit, but I hear it's still plenty of time for things to turn around. Yes, there is. And if you paid a high premium for them, and you can get them pretty cheap right now, you may want to load up on some more for really cheap money. And I mean really cheap. If you're down 80, 90%, you can buy them for 1/10 of what you paid for them, and then put some money in there and really average yourself down on the 25s. But if you believe in the stock long term, like I do, pick off some 15s right now if you can as well. But there's nothing wrong with buying some 25s. Those you gamblers out there who want to play Las Vegas odds, You can always buy these 2250s and 25s for January or April or whatever, way out of the money. But for like a dime each, 20 cents, 30 cents a piece, super cheap contracts. And you can take a flyer with 200 bucks, 500 bucks. If you get 10 of them or 20 of them, you get lucky and they go to $5 each and you got 20 contracts, 10 grand. But you gotta have spending money and playing money, right? Pin money. So I don't know. See what you can do. It's all good. What do you think is a good time for an exit plan? November, December. The stock will tell us. The stock will tell us. If the stocks take a bit of a run for us, then we'll do a rollover or we'll get out and you can buy stock and write options. If it stays low, it might be a rollover contracts only. We'll see. Hey, Hungry Grizzly, have a good night. You betcha. Have a good evening, everybody. Anyway, there it is. It's been a pleasure listening to Bruce. Robert, it's been a pleasure reading your comments. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm going to pack it in, too, because it's time to give it up. Now that BW is talking about shrinkage, I'm done. I'm done. As soon as BW starts talking shrinkage, this show's over. Have a pleasant evening, everybody. Thanks, those of you who have joined us today as new members. Thank you, those of you who've made donations to us today. As always, you are gods. Thank you so much. We'll catch you tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. Let's have some fun tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow afternoon. But we got to do what we got to do. We got those pearly whites. When you're a celebrity, you got to invest in the pearly whites. What can I say? Thanks all for being here. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning at 8:30. Let's get richer tomorrow. How about that? Okay. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you later. Here comes the end of the show. Smile. There you go. Bye for now.